Welcome back to the channel, back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on a 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan, 3.6 liter, getting ready to change the thermostat, so let's do so. Pretty much looks like you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver, pretty much an extension, and a 10 millimeter and a 13 millimeter. So that's to remove your actual thermostat where the 10 millimeter comes into aspect. All right, so you can remove all this other stuff. You can remove your engine cover if you like. You have 3 pop spots here, and here for your engine cover, but you really don't have to do anything there. So let's set that back. All right, so we're basically going to be focused over here. So pretty much all you're going to need is your 13 millimeter. You might need some pliers depending on your thermostat, if it has a clamps down there or not. Let's set this up a little better. There we go. All right, so some of them have clamps on these, some of them don't. This one has a Phillips or a 7 milli, and we're going to loosen that up here in a moment. Hopefully that's not blocking the camera. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is remove the reservoir here, because I think I can work around. I put some WD-40 on there just to help break it free. Sometimes the plastic will crack. Let me get me a magnet tray. All right, I'll sit that up there out the way. And sit that there for now. All right, so this is my 13 millimeter. I'm going to get me a towel as well, just in case I have to, well, I might spill something. This is the power steering, and I'm just going to tilt it over to the side like this. So just in case, I will get a towel. Doesn't look like I'm going to spill anything. So I'm going to use a bungee cord, and I'm going to come around here and try to just hook this out the way. And I'll show you where I went to. I'm still looking for me a spot. Alright, so hook my bungee cord up, going over there. So got my bungee cord. Now I should be able to get this thermostat out. If you look straight down, that's your thermostat, and it's right here. You got a 10 millimeter at the top and a 10 millimeter at the bottom. Okay, so go ahead and unscrew this guy, and you might have clamps here, so you might have to go a different route other than what I have set up here. So that should be loose enough. Make sure you have a catch pan for your spillage, so you don't have that everywhere and be messy. So now, since I know that's there, I should be able to grip it and twist it a little bit. Okay, so got it loose. And let's go ahead and pull it the rest of the way off. See if I'm blocking the camera too much. Let me see if I can hold it too. There we go. So we're about to lose fluid. You will have to bleed your coolant system after doing so. So, and let's see, I might have to back it up some more, which I am going to do so. Give me a couple of extra spins to twist and pull without struggling too much, and I'm right above my catch pan, so should be good. Wiggling back and forth, and I'm gonna loosen it up a little more to give me a little more space to slide it back on, so it doesn't be too hard on me when I slide it back on. I guess that's a little tight still. Okay, got it loose now. Just get it the rest of the way out. And here we go with the fluid. Catch pan is under there and it's ready. All right, while that's draining, I'm going to use my 10 millimeter and my ratchet and start to break those free. You might need a small extension. You may or may not need it, but for the bottom bolt, you might. So I'm going to start with my 1.5 inch, and I'm just going to get a 3-inch extension just in case. So I got those. Make sure your wrench is set righty tighty lefty loosey. Righty tighty lefty loosey. Cranking, turning left, cranking, turning right. That's to right, tighty, Righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, so we're going left. Let's get down in here and let's see if I can get a good position for you guys. Hopefully that's a pretty good position. And let me zoom in and see. Oh, we don't want to see that. Back around. And let's come down with it a little bit. Just want everybody to be able to see a little better. And let me set up so you guys can. It doesn't look like I'm doing such a good job right now. All right, see the thermostat. Come around. Thermostat, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna break it free. I'm gonna show you those two bolts real fast. Okay. All right, there's one at the top of the thermostat, and it's another one. Let's see if I can get down there. So this camera, let me back it out, zoom it out. All right, thermostat, top bolt, and there's one directly up under there. Okay, that's your bleeder valve right there. Okay, so that's where we're at. In case I block the camera. All right, we're gonna break them free. I know I'm gonna need the extension for the bottom one, and I am going to reach in front of the camera. Can't avoid that. So, and you want to make sure you're on there before you start cranking, especially right up under there. And I got it on there. Make sure you're flush, and we're gonna start cranking. Come up to the top. Feel it for my bolt right here. Crank it as well. Alright, so now that I got both of those free, let's go ahead and proceed on breaking it the rest of the way free for us taking the bolts out. So you don't have to remove everything over here to do so. Just might need a couple of extra extensions or something like that. And after you break it free, it's pretty straightforward. Let me load this up here. You take the bottom one all the way out first. This is halfway there. And I don't want to drop it, even though if I do, it'll fall straight down. But just taking my time, it's coming. Might be able to get it a little better. That went all the way through, which is great. And let's keep spinning. And I did drop it, went all the way through. And let's count for it. Alright, so it did fall all the way through. Sometimes the peg will come out from the side of the old thermostat, so it was kind of sticking a bit, but make sure you count for all your screws. Let's proceed to loosening the top one all the way up. Get some of this antifreeze off my hands first. And let's get it. But yeah, I figured I'd try this way first and proceed on taking it out. Looks like it wasn't necessary to take all that other stuff out. You can if you feel like it. You can't get to stuff, but this is the easiest way I see about going about it. All right, got the thermostat out. So that's the old one. Let's go ahead and match it up with the new one. That way we can clean this up, and you're going to want to use some brake parts cleaner. You might need a scraper. You may or may not need a scraper. It looks pretty clean down in there, so yeah, I'm going to wipe it around in there anyway, and we'll match up that part real fast. Let's check it out. All right, so from here, it's pretty smooth around here. I don't have to do anything too much. Hit it with some brake parts cleaner, and feels a little tacky, so I'm just gonna hit it with some brake parts cleaner and just hit it with my brush. I'm gonna use the brass brush this time. Just because it's not too too much debris around there. So I'm just gonna clean up around the edges. Could have used my stainless steel, but I don't think that's good for this. Kind of digs into it. Right in there. Just clean that up a little bit. And some brake parts cleaning to help out. And this can is almost empty, so I'm hoping to get as much as I can out of here. It's pretty dark down in there. Kind of hard to see from the angle. There we go. Alright, so don't have much, so I'm gonna spray my rag, get you a clean one, and wipe around there. Spray some on this and just wipe around there. Don't use your piece if it's flapping like that. And you want to make sure it stops draining. So that way it's the lubricant from the antifreeze doesn't lubricate this. Looking pretty good. Make sure we're not draining any. Let me go inside, dab a little bit. All right, let's hit it one more time. On there, nice and crispy. Alright, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and match up our part. This is the parts number. Went to AutoZone. Alright, let's match it up, make sure she's correct. And it looks like it already. Everything looks great on the new thermostat. Reason why I'm changing this because the fans are staying on, and it was getting a P0128 I think, and then it got a P0480, but it was saying that the coolant fans were stuck in high. So changing this because I just had the same issue with a Tahoe, and we changed the coolant temperature sensor first, and then the code came back, and once we changed the thermostat, the code went away. So let's go ahead and set this back up. I just wanted to add that in there as far as that issue and why we're changing it. And let's make sure we didn't lose any more coolant on there. Move anything on there. There we go. I'll set that there. I'm going to use the screw just to hold it in its place. So, and if you have any rust on your screws, just hit it with the wire brush. And this is just so I can get the hole started. And you're going to want to get it as close as you can. Okay, hopefully I'm not blocking too much. Let's come back over here. So I got my first screw in. Just going to start tightening it in by hand to get it to just push up against it. And then I'll be able to put the bottom one in. It's got a little rust on the bottom one. And we just want it to be still. There we go. And when we got some play still to mess with it. Get my brush. Got a little crusty rust at the edges. Don't hurt to do this. That's to get it off. Makes it go in smoother. All right. This is the one that might be kind of tedious to start it. So once you feel it, just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Your hole. And I'm going to use my socket to assist me do this. If I can't see it. I can feel it. Just wanted to get on that socket for me. The bolt. There we go. Do a two-hander. And I'm using my finger to support it. See if we're in the right spot. There we go. Hold it in a little more. And I feel it going, so that's good. Just keep tightening. And you want to take your time. All right. Might be offset just a tinch. So let me proceed on tightening that bottom one down, and I'll be right back. Don't want to waste too much time. All right, back in there. I just wanted to proceed and tighten the bottom finger tight. And let's come back up to the top. And we have a drop all the way through again, which is cool. Happens sometimes. And let's see if I can see it from up top. It's in my pan. Magnets do come in handy. All right, swipe this down so we can proceed on tightening that. You can also use a stubby as well, and then after that I would switch back to a regular ratchet just so you can have your torque, but just saying, you can. Little tricks of the trade. All right, so we're gonna switch back and forth, top and bottom, tightening. That way they tighten even. Don't know the torque spec. I'm gonna look that up here in a moment. That one's getting there. And if you don't get it tight enough, you won't get a good accurate, well, you're gonna leak. There you go. So you're gonna tighten it until it stops and then a quarter turn. Hopefully that's cool, but I'm about to look and see if it's a torque spec. And make sure you're all the way on your bolt when you're cranking down. That's it. And let's go back up to the top one. I think that's just about it as well. Bumping up against that, take this extension off and tighten it the rest of the way down. Support it, and you'll feel it stop. Just doing a crank at a time just to make sure it's tight enough, and that's it. All right, so that's how you change the thermostat. It's in there nice and crispy. Now you can put your hoses back on and proceed to bleed in the coolant system. So I'm going to slide my hose back on and make sure my clamp is facing a good spot to where when I tighten it, it's good. Clamp is still a little tight. See if I can work it over it. Nope. Screwdriver, back it up some more. I should have got a shorter screwdriver, but oh, good. All right, let's see what we get. And not quite. All right, so, but yep, that's what I gotta do. Get this over there and see if I can get a quick short screwdriver. Just a little bit shorter. There we go. Should be able to get over the lip now. There we go. Now I'm gonna have this about here so I can crank it down. But yep, that's how you change it, and then you proceed on bleeding your coolant system. And yeah, hope this helps you out on changing your thermostat on your 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan 3.6 liter. So hit the thumbs up if you will, if this helps you out. And always know rust is the enemy. And to the next video, guys, I'm out.